Hello, wonderful story lovers. Today, I have a very special story for you, all about the magic of gratitude, especially as Thanksgiving comes around the corner. It's called The Magic of Gratitude, a Thanksgiving story for young hearts. So, get comfy, and let's begin. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town filled with colorful houses and twisty, turning streets, lived a young boy named Leo. Leo was a sweet kid. But lately, a little cloud of grumpiness seemed to follow him everywhere. His favorite toy broke, his best friend moved away, and it seemed like nothing was going his way. With Thanksgiving approaching, everyone in town was buzzing with excitement. Banners were hung, pumpkins decorated every doorstep, and the sweet smell of cinnamon and baked apples filled the air. But Leo couldn't feel the joy. "What's so great about Thanksgiving anyway?" he mumbled to his grandma as she kneaded dough in the kitchen. Grandma Alara, with her sparkling eyes and a smile that could warm the coldest day, paused her work. She wiped her floury hands on her apron and sat down next to Leo. "Ah, my dear Leo," she said softly. "You've forgotten about the magic of gratitude." Leo scrunched up his nose. "Magic? Like a wizard with a wand?" Grandma chuckled. "Not quite, but it's just as powerful. It's a magic that lives inside all of us. Sometimes we just need a little help to find it." She reached into her apron pocket and pulled out a smooth gray stone. It looked ordinary, but when the light hit it just right, it shimmered with a faint, warm glow. "This," she said, placing it in Leo's palm, "is a gratitude stone. Long ago, when I was a little girl and feeling just like you, my grandmother gave me one. The rule is simple. Every time you feel thankful for something, no matter how big or small, you hold the stone and whisper your thanks to it. The stone will remember." Leo was skeptical. A rock? How could a rock help his grumpiness? But he loved his grandma, so he agreed to try. He slipped the stone into his pocket, where it felt cool and smooth against his fingers. Later that day, Leo was walking through the park, kicking at fallen leaves. His mind was still on his broken toy. Suddenly, a little puppy, all fluff and wiggles, bounded up to him and licked his hand. Leo couldn't help but giggle. The puppy's joy was infectious. Without thinking, he reached into his pocket, his fingers closing around the stone. "Thank you for the puppy's happy licks," he whispered, feeling a little silly. As he said the words, he thought he saw the stone glow just a tiny bit brighter, a soft, warm pulse against his skin. He shrugged it off. It was probably just his imagination. The next morning, Leo woke up to the delicious smell of pancakes. His mom had made his favorite, chocolate chip pancakes, piled high and drizzling with syrup. As he took his first bite, a wave of comfort washed over him. He remembered the stone. He pulled it out and whispered, "Thank you for my favorite breakfast." This time he was sure of it. The stone flickered with a warm, golden light before fading back to gray. It felt a little warmer in his hand. Throughout the day, Leo started to notice things. Small things he usually overlooked. The way the sunbeams danced through his window, creating rainbows on the wall. The sound of his favorite song on the radio. A kind smile from the mailman. Each time, he'd hold his stone and whisper his thanks. "Thank you for the sunbeam rainbows. Thank you for my favorite song. Thank you for the mailman's smile." With every thank you, the stone glowed brighter and stayed warm for longer. And a strange thing started to happen. The grumpy cloud that had been following Leo around seemed to be getting smaller. It was being replaced by a little spark of warmth in his chest, a spark that grew with every whisper of gratitude. He realized he was thankful for his warm bed, for the funny cartoons he watched, and for the big, warm hug his dad gave him when he got home from work. The gratitude stone was getting quite busy. It was now almost constantly glowing with a soft, gentle light in his pocket. The day before Thanksgiving, Leo's school held a small festival. There was a craft table where everyone was making thankful turkeys out of paper plates and colorful feathers. On each feather, they were supposed to write something they were grateful for. A few weeks ago, Leo would have stared at the blank feathers with a frown, but now his mind was buzzing. He grabbed a feather. "My family," he wrote. He grabbed another. "My cozy bed." Then another, and another. Chocolate chip pancakes. Puppy licks. Grandma's stories. Sunny days. Soon his paper plate turkey had more feathers than any other, a vibrant fan of thankfulness. His teacher smiled at him. "My, Leo, you have so much to be thankful for." Leo looked at his colorful turkey and smiled. He did. He really did. That evening, he ran to his grandma, the gratitude stone glowing brightly in his hand. "Grandma, it's working. The magic is real," he exclaimed, his eyes shining with excitement. Grandma Alara hugged him tightly. "I knew you'd find it, my dear. The magic was never in the stone itself." Leo looked confused. "It wasn't?" "No," she said, tapping his chest gently. "The magic is in here, in your heart. The stone was just a reminder to look for it. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It helps you see all the good things that are already there, even when things are tough." On Thanksgiving Day, Leo's house was filled with family, friends, and the most amazing smells. Everyone gathered around the big dining table. Before they ate, Leo's dad said, "Let's go around the table and each say one thing we're thankful for." When it was Leo's turn, he stood up, his heart feeling full. He didn't even need the stone anymore. "I'm thankful for everyone here," he began, looking around at the smiling faces. "I'm thankful for my home, for delicious food, and for my friends. But most of all," he said, looking at his grandma, "I'm thankful for learning about the magic of gratitude. It's the best gift of all." A warm feeling spread through the room as everyone smiled and nodded. It was the best Thanksgiving Leo had ever had. His grumpy cloud was completely gone, replaced by a sunshine that came from within. From that day on, Leo kept his gratitude stone on his nightstand. He didn't need to use it every single time anymore, but it was a good reminder. A reminder that even on cloudy days, there is always something to be thankful for. You just have to remember to look. And that, my friends, is a magic that everyone can learn to use, not just on Thanksgiving, but every single day. So, maybe you can find your own gratitude stone. It doesn't have to be a stone. It could be a seashell, a special leaf, or just a quiet moment you take for yourself. What are you grateful for today? Think about it. You might be surprised by the magic you find inside your own heart. Thank you so much for listening to our Thanksgiving story. I hope it filled your heart with a little bit of warmth and magic. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful stories. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.